and today I'm with Joanna Hardy, and Joanna, you may recognise her because she is often on the Antiques Roadshow helping people understand what jewellery they have hidden away in their cupboards. And Joanna's an expert both in antique and contemporary jewellery, and Joanna also runs a school that teaches people all about antique jewellery, and she has been to the preview of Sotheby's Geneva auction to be held on the 15th of November. And Joanna's going to tell us what she saw and what caught her eye.
As soon as I walked into the viewing room at Sotheby's, one thing that caught my eye was this fantastic pear-shaped diamond, 110 carats, vivid yellow.
So it's quite amazing.
Very, very special.
And how big was it? I mean,
yes, well, it's about this big, and I did actually try it on.
In the shape of a ring?
In the shape of a ring, and it was quite spectacular, to say the least. What was spectacular about it was the colour as well. I mean, obviously the size was incredible, but to have the size and the colour. And with coloured diamonds, that's what you're really looking for. You're looking for the vibrancy of colour.
And the size is amazing as well, because to have 110 cut would mean starting from a rough of...
Exactly, yeah, no, exactly. I mean, when you're cutting a diamond, you're usually losing about 50% from the rough into the polished. You're losing 50% weight.
So we'd probably start with a 200 carat.
At
rough,
least, yes. So that is what, that is the skill and the art of the cutter, to be able to cut a stone that large to bring out the maximum brilliance, because the idea is to get the light bouncing across the stone and coming back to the eye. That's what you want. And also the way that where you cut the stone will intensify the colour, and that is a really skilled craft.
And what else caught your eye besides that?
Well, what always catches my attention is the unusual, and this is a Cartier brooch. That what was so lovely about it is that it was quite small. It's a cartouche-shaped brooch.
From the 1930s?
From the 20s, yes, from the 20s. And it had different coloured seed pearls inside, on top of the middle, but it also had coloured diamonds, small brown ones, sort of yellowy green diamonds, and set then within a border of fantastically calibre cut salon sapphires. So that colour combination, and then white diamonds, it really is very unique. And I also always love to turn jewellery round and look at it from behind to see how well made it is. And on each corner of the back holes, there was like a little rosette that was just set there.
Decoration, a flourish.
Just decoration. No one would know but the wearer that it was there, but that was the attention to detail. It was almost the pride of the craftsman, just putting that extra bit in, and you would expect nothing less from someone like Cartier, especially in the 1920s. Fabulous.
Okay. Now, you also told me about a ruby and diamond parure. Can you tell me a little bit more about this?
Yes, well, going back to coloured stones, they are also very, very rare and very desirable when they are unheated. And this parure is a necklace, earrings and brooch. And the rubies are absolutely stunning. I mean, they really are a fabulous colour. And with these stones, you have to make sure that they're not heated to get that price. But it's best to have a certificate. You can have an idea. I mean, one of the indications that if I see a ruby and it has a fabulous colour, electric kind of colour, red, but it doesn't have, say, the silk inside, which is sort of very small rutar needles, and that is an indication. Sometimes if I don't see the silk, that might indicate that it's been heated because the heat has burnt the silk away. You don't want a clear ruby, emerald, sapphire. The inclusions inside these stones are unique to those stones, and they'll be unique to your stone.
And that's where you can pinpoint the mine as well.
And you can. Sometimes it's an indication again that these rubies, two of them have certificates from the Swiss laboratory saying that they are from the Mogot mine in Burma and they're unheated. So very, very rare. And again, people are looking to put their money into something that is rare like this.
Very good. And then there were some more contemporary pieces by Jar that you really liked. I think it's a favourite of yours.
Yes, it's always very exciting to see what Jar produces.
And this, for those who don't know, Jar is
Joel Arthur Rosenthal, a jeweller who is a Parisian jeweller and has a base in Place de Vendôme. And Jar's fairly recent, since the 80s. And what is wonderful about Jar is that he has been the first to really be able to use materials and coloured stones as a palette. And every single creation of his is unique. These two pieces that are in the sale are in the 1980s.
It's a dragonfly and a ring, yeah?
It's a dragonfly and a pendant.
Pendant, right.
The dragonfly is absolutely beautiful in that it's carved rock crystal, the wings, and inlaid with gold. But not only that, they've got two triangular diamonds which look like mirrors that are set in each of the wings, and these are actually, they would have been mackerels. Then the actual abdomen of the dragonfly are little tiny diamond briolets that are all stacked up. And yeah, on the reverse, also, I'm always, as I've said, always looking at the reverse, and it is also beautifully made, and with the Jar signature, which is very important.
Fantastic. So we'll be watching that sale, and we'll be looking at the prices they achieve. And I'm sure that your lots will be the special ones.
Oh yes, well it's a great sale, but yes, those pieces, I think watch out for those, yeah. That'd be good.
Great, well thank you, Joanna.
Pleasure, thank you.
Bye.